Hi, my name is Corey Glover. I'm from Living Color and Sonic Universe, and you're watching Life Minute TV.
He's the powerhouse voice behind multi-platinum two-time Grammy Award-winning group Living Color, who shook up the 80s music scene with poignant lyrics and a creative fusion of funk, jazz, metal, and rock. All the while, Corey Glover has stayed busy pursuing solo projects and stretching his acting chops on stage and screen. His latest work, teaming up with guitarist Mike Orlando of Adrenaline Mob to form Sonic Universe, living proof that you never need to stay in one box. The sound is super hard, heavy, and Glover's undeniable vocals are as strong as ever. We caught up with him recently on the heels of the band's latest 10-track album, It Is What It Is, to hear all about it.
So, Sonic Universe.
Yes.
It's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really good. I listened to the two singles. What is it? Can you break it down for us?
I Am is basically a sort of declarative statement. People like myself and Mike Orlando are very much overlooked, despite how much stuff that we've accomplished. If you ever saw Mike Orlando play, you'd be blown away. And not enough people know that somebody like him exists, is what we were trying to get across in a song like I Am. And for higher is basically in that no matter what life gives you, you can always get better. Whatever you have can always be better. And all you have to do is just reach just a little bit higher than where you are right now. I think in the society, we are very much looking at what's new and shiny. And so I think that we are oftentimes, particularly myself and Mike Orlando, are oftentimes overlooked in terms of our ability until you show somebody what our ability is. And they go, oh, yeah, that's right. You do that, don't you? We were on a cruise, actually. We were on Shiprock, and I was there as a stowaway. So it was sort of like an artist at large. And Mike was there playing with his band. And I saw him play and I was blown away. I was absolutely just gobsmacked when I saw him play. And I ran up to him and started yelling at him at how amazing he was and what a great guitar player he was. And we struck up a friendship. And after the cruise, I went to his studios, Sonic Stomp Studios in Staten Island, and we started working. And the first thing we came up with was I Am. And he comes up with these amazing grooves and amazing riffs. And I sit there and just write. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And as it progressed, it got better and it got better and got better. Then the pandemic hit and we had to stop. And we stopped for a bit and then we get back to it. And then we called, Booker and Taykwuan, and it started to really come together, started coalesce, and it just became amazing. We are going to probably do some stuff in the fall. I think this one, our schedule sort of open up at like the end of October. Living Color's out on the road right now. We're going to Europe with Mr. Big, doing some festivals out there. We're going back out with Extreme in North America and parts of Canada. We're going to South America in fall. So we're working, doing a lot of work. They're very different. Living Color is established. It has its thing. It is its own thing. Sonic Universe is full of opportunities and full of things that could change the whole landscape of things. So it's different and the same at the same time. We're going back in the studio in like a month or so. We're working on something new. Yes, something should be coming out next year. Sometimes there's lyrics that come to mind and a piece of music sort of fits. And sometimes I hear a piece of music and I start writing from that. It depends on the song. The great thing about it is, Mike Orlando is a major sort of riff machine. He comes up with this stuff just off the top of his head, and it's always amazing. Living Color usually has a little more social bent to it, and Sonic Universe is a lot more personal, sort of like relationships. So depends on what's written. I knew I wanted to be a singer. I've been singing since I was 6 years old. This is not a fly-by-night sort of situation. I've been doing this for a very long time. Carlos Santana was a major influence, and the Santana Band was a major influence. The Usuals, big Jackie Wilson fan, big Sam Cooke fan, big Michael Jackson fan. Major singers, just singing singers, they were always a lot of fun to watch. Anthrax is one of my favorite bands. They're good friends of mine as well. Rage Against the Machine is one of my favorite bands. I love Soundgarden back in the day. I've been acting since I was 14. I was doing it consistently for a while. Acting, the two go hand in hand, what I do musically and what I do as an actor, because they are both acting exercises. Singing and acting are obviously is an exercise in emotional truth and trying to find an emotional center to something and the most honest place you can be. And you're trying to really look for something that really speaks to you and resonates through you. Music is the emotion and the words you cannot say. When you find something that sort of speaks to you and speaks for you, it's a good thing. It's a balance. It's about balance. For the most part, more than anything else that you should know as a singer is that if you're going to scream and holler and do all kinds of stuff that's going to really wear you out, rest as long as it took you to do that, just so that you can recover from it. You rest as hard as you work. If you do something really, really strenuous, rest as long as that takes you to do that strenuous work.
Is there something you want to do that you haven't done yet?
I'm waiting to see what happens. If there's something comes up, I'll take it off my list. Just, you have to be open to learn whatever the universe is trying to tell you right now. You can't guide it. It'll guide you.
To hear more of this interview, visit our podcast, Life Minute TV, on iTunes and all streaming podcast platforms.